Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? It is Friday. Happy Friday. I am still feeling really sick, okay? But I still wanted to come on here and just pull some cards for us today, okay? Also, coming later on is going to be my new moon report. All right, we have a new moon coming up next week, and I'm super excited about it because it kind of coincides with the end of the calendar year. So definitely stay tuned for the video as well as the newsletter and inner work prompts for all of that coming out later on today. Also coming out soon are January shadow work, inner work, and a little surprise focus for us for January. Super excited about that. Either way, let's get into our Hey Witch cards for today, okay? We have some catching up to do. We need to do yesterday's prompt as well as today's. So let's start with yesterday's prompt, okay? Our prompt from my Embracing Creative Energy prompts was, what can we feast upon now to feed us through winter? And y'all, I like the collective card way better than my personal pull. So let's get into this. So, hey witch, I pulled the Empress for us, okay? So my personal pull was the Tower reversed as well as the Star reversed. So this one is definitely a little bit happier, okay? So what can feed us through this winter? It has everything to do with taking care of ourselves, mothering ourselves, nurturing ourselves, loving ourselves, acknowledging ourselves as the abundant, beautiful beings that we are, okay? So really stepping into that self-care a little bit deeper. And honestly, I definitely need this card as well, okay? I can see where I have not been taking care of myself, and this cold, yeah, that's part of it. So if you haven't already, be thinking about things that you can be doing to take better care of yourself, okay? Those could be, little physical things like taking a hot bath every week or, making sure and eating right for your body, X amount of times and only eating out X amount of times a week or whatever. But that can also include, setting new boundaries for yourself and for others. That can include walking away from certain situations, certain people that are stealing your energy and not really helping you anymore, okay? Maybe you've outgrown them. Maybe they've changed, whatever it is. Self-care isn't just that hot bath, okay? Self-care is so much more than that. So be willing to dive in deeply and see how you can best take care of yourself this winter. All right, on to our next prompt. How can we best protect ourselves? All right, let's see what the cards come up with. All right, so we can best protect ourselves by taking note of any complacency, taking note of our insecurities, okay? And not from the lens of beating up on ourselves about it, okay? Very much from the lens of trying to deeper understand what makes us tick, what's holding us back, so that we can protect ourselves, so that we can set ourselves up for success. These insecurities might include things like self-doubt, feeling inadequate, especially if you're comparing yourself to others. Can definitely highlight our fears, okay? Any kind of fears that we might have living within us, okay? Those might be really highlighted during this time. And again, they're becoming highlighted so that we can see them clearly and so that we can work through them, okay? And protect ourselves from that. So for example, if you, like me, have imposter syndrome at times, okay? That would be considered one of those inadequacies, that self-doubt that's coming up, okay? So whenever we notice that we're having self-doubt, okay, we need to be able to notice it. That is the key, okay? Awareness is definitely key here. Once we notice it, once we see it, once we go, oh, that thing is happening, we can then start to remedy it. So one of the things that I like to do if I'm having self-doubt, if I'm having that imposter syndrome, I remind myself that I do my best with the tools that are given to me, that I have studied X amount of years, that I have been learning about this thing for however long, that I have certain experiences that can help other people. Whatever the positive self-talk behind the inadequacy, if you could reverse it, okay? The inadequacy is the negative self-talk. If you replace that with a positive self-talk, that can help you retrain your mind. And it will take time, of course, and a lot of fucking work, but it can help, okay? That's the work that I'm talking about here, okay? So this isn't going to be done in a day for sure, but this is a way that we can learn how to protect ourselves. Because for a lot of us, we are our own worst enemy, okay? So we can protect ourselves by choosing to do that inner work, by choosing to see ourselves clearly, by choosing to look at the things that we don't want to look at, like our insecurities, okay? So if you feel like it, let me know how you choose to do that work, okay? Let me know in the comments so that maybe you won't just be sharing your experience here, which is already fucking powerful as hell, but you could also be helping somebody else. And while you're at it, share how you are going to take care of yourself this winter and how that care is going to also help feed your soul. Either way, I will see y'all next time, friends. Bye.